Hello everybody and welcome to another episode. In today's episode I'm going to show you how to replace the rear brake pads on any Chrysler PT Cruiser from the year 2003 and up. Today I'm working on this car and I already made a video which I posted a few days ago where I showed you guys how to replace the front brake pads on the front side on this car. So today I'm going to show you how to do it on the rear side. To begin, all you have to do is to lift the car up and remove the rear wheel. After you remove the rear wheel, you'll have to remove the two bolts which are securing the caliper mounted to the caliper mounting bracket. So exactly like in the front side, you'll have to remove the two bolts. You'll have one right here at the top. You'll have another one right here at the bottom. And to remove those two bolts, you'll have to use a 10mm key or a 10mm socket. After you remove the two bolts which are securing the caliper mounted on the car, you could also use a flat screwdriver and you'll have to put it between the two brake pads from the middle of the caliper, and you can push it towards you, because in this way you will push the piston a little bit back, a little bit inside the caliper, and it will make it come out from the mounting support. And as you can see right here, the brake pad from the top part of the caliper, it's mounted with these metal clips over it. So if you want to remove it, you'll have to put a flat screwdriver behind it and you'll have to pull it a little bit hard into the exterior until it will come out from its place. You'll have to figure out how to remove it exactly, but it's not a very big deal. And also, if you are doing this job, I recommend you guys to remove the brake disc and check if the brake pads from the handbrake are in a good condition or not. Because if they are not in a good condition, you'll have to replace also the brake pads from the handbrake. In my case, I think I already checked on the other side and they were in a good condition, and I only have to adjust it just a little bit in order to make it catch very good when I'm pressing the handbrake. As you can see, this is how the caliper is looking. I already pushed the piston with the flat screwdriver, but I'm also going to use this tool which will help me to push it completely inside the piston, inside the caliper. After you're done with pushing the piston back in the caliper, I recommend all to take the caliper and put it in a way where you don't put any stress on the brake line, because if you put any stress on the brake line, it's possible for you to break the brake line and the brake fluid will come out, and it will be a little bit difficult for you to replace it and to put everything back together as it was before. And as you can see right here, I removed the brake disc, and the brake pads from the handbrake are in a good condition. From what I can see, they don't need to be replaced right away. They can work also a few hundred miles from here. And as you can see, you'll have to adjust them from underneath. You'll have to use a flat screwdriver and push the little star from where you adjust it. You'll have to turn it a little bit anti-clockwise, and you will see that the handbrake will be adjusted. You'll have to put the brake disc back over it, and if you see that the handbrake is scratching, if you see that the brake pad is scratching inside the brake disc, this is meaning that the adjusting is correct. This is meaning that the handbrake will grab even harder when you are pulling it from inside the vehicle. After that, moving forward, to install the new brake pads back in the caliper, you'll have to take the brake pad, which will go inside the piston from the caliper. You'll have to push it inside, and I noticed that on this car, even in the front side and even in the rear side, the brake pads from inside the piston will slide very hard inside it. So you'll have to push it very hard. In my case, I'm also using this press, which helps me to push the piston back inside the caliper. I use it to push the brake pad inside the piston. So this is how you have to do it. In this case, it did go inside, but I had to put a lot of force to push it inside. I don't know why. The brake pads are perfectly fitted inside the piston, and you'll have to push them very hard to make it slide in, but eventually you'll be able to do it. As you can see, in my case, I was able to push it inside it. After that, you'll have to take the wire brush and you'll have to clean the caliper mounting bracket very good, because otherwise, if you don't clean it, when you're going to put back the brake pads, they will not slide very easy and they will not move back and forth very easy. So this will not be very good for your braking system. And what I recommend all is to take the wire brush. You'll have to clean it very good. You'll have to make it very fine, and after that, you'll be able to put the brake pad, and you will see that the brake pad will move back and forth very easy. So this is meaning that the job which you did is perfectly and will be very good for your braking system. Moving forward, you'll have to clean the area very good. In my case, I'm using some brake cleaner to clean the caliper and also the brake disc and the caliper mounting bracket. And then I'm using some comprimated air to flush everything and make it like new. And as you can see, this is how everything is looking so far. Right now, I'm going to put the other brake pad. I'm going to put it right here. And normally you'll have to put it inside the caliper because otherwise you won't be really able to install it correctly on the car. You will be able, but it will be a little bit difficult for you if you put it directly on the caliper mounting bracket. So what I recommend all is to put it first on the caliper, and after that you'll have to put it inside the caliper mounting bracket. But also you can do it in whichever way you want, if you feel it that it's easier for you, or if you feel it that it's properly for you. And as you can see from here, this is how it's looking. This is also how yours should look. Make sure you install them into the correct position. Make sure you install the pins from the brake pad. As you can see, this is the correct position. You have to put them like this. And right now you'll have to put it as it was before. You'll have to tighten the two bolts which are securing the caliper mounted on the caliper mounting bracket. You won't really need to lubricate the slide pin, because in my case, for example, the slide pin are working just fine. They are not clogged or anything like this, and it's not recommended to lubricate the area, because in some cases the grease can splash on the brake disc, and this will not be very good for your braking system. And from here, just put back the two screws, just tighten everything back together, and you'll be good to go. Okay everybody, this is how to replace the rear brake pads on any Chrysler PT Cruiser from the year 2003 and up. This is how everything is looking. Thank you all for watching. If you liked this video and found it informative, please leave a like and a comment down below. See you next time.